If you came in here, it is early, but let me go ahead. Oh, it's on public already. All right, good. I appreciate y'all coming to check us out. What's good? We going to talk about the boy Young Durk, Little Durkio, everything like that about the young scholar. He is a dope little rapper. I'm going to give him his props. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to his raps before I started rapping. Nonetheless, you wouldn't even know that I rap now, did you? Yes, under my other brand called Yusef Two Times. That's my rap brand. Yeah, so anyway, I appreciate y'all coming to check us out. We got a little Durk up on the chopping board. He actually got a situation because he's been messing around when he got basically indicted for his dealings. Do I see my Dirk Broski? There you go. Yeah, so it's been kind of crazy for him because he's actually really successful and making money, making music, and being wealthy. But he's made mistakes along the way, and that's young mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like being associated with certain people, having friendships that don't serve you when you get to that level. You know, the level of supreme money. You know, you're not necessarily having to go to a 9 to 5 every day like normal folks. You got money coming in off your name and your brand. That's not easy to do, and he was able to achieve that goal. Yes. All right, good. Sound is working. So and now you're looking at him sitting in this federal prison like this. It's been a long time, and a lot of his money is running out the window. You know what I'm saying? And he's built up from a place in Chicago that's extremely tough. It's extremely not easy. You know, but he was able to do it, and a lot of other young guys that's from his area, they did as well, made it from music. And now he's out there in the world, and you would think that he could have a situation where he can kind of experience the money and have it and, be rich. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, they want to take him down. They're going to take him down. He is going down. He's been going down. He's literally sitting in jail right now, which is this tumultuous. You can't run your brand. You can't get money coming in. You can't control shit. You sitting in jail. It's extremely not easy. And it's like, damn, how the hell you get out of jail? You know what I'm saying? But it's probably no way out for him. But I'm gonna give a quick little update about all the information that I've been hearing about Dirk right now. His scenario is getting a little better. Apparently, the case that they got against him is flimsy from his lawyer's perspective. They're not able to really lock him up off of what they claiming. You know, which is like he was supposed to be a murder for hire, but technically they can't link him to it other than phone calls and music and stuff like that, not no real physical evidence. And one of the more important parts is that the prosecutor that got him going down, he was appointed. He was basically like an interim prosecutor. You know, they was basically somebody had retired, and then so that he was called up to take the position until they find somebody else. And in that meantime, he's went after Lil Durk. And now his lawyers, Dirk's lawyers, have found out that it's illegal for that guy to do that. Like, you can't just go find a way to get me locked up. You actually gotta, do it the right way. And he didn't do it the right way. So now Lil Durk could probably get out of jail. Now, it don't mean it's going to happen because you know how the game work. You know, it's just because they found out this one thing, it don't necessarily mean it's going to walk you out of the jail. But if he is a rich, well, technically he is a rich guy, so he could use his lawyers to hopefully get them to respect the fact that they found out this information, which allows him to get ready to go free. So it's really up in the air to see what's going to happen with that. You know, the prosecutors are trying to make sure he get locked up. He's been just sitting in a prison all this time, in a jail, a federal holding cell all this time. And so it's like, damn, is he gonna ever get out? Is he gonna beat this? But technically he should, because if the guy wasn't supposed to be a prosecutor, then he wasn't appointed by Trump to be the prosecutor in this particular position. Or he only had 6 months to be the prosecutor. So he was basically, his time frame was up. And now I think they said it ended in like July. So now we all the way in October, and he's still trying to hold that job down because they still haven't gotten a new person to play the job. So Dirk's sitting in jail while all of this is happening. So Dirk got some real dope lawyers. His lawyers are some of the really smartest dudes in the game to even find that out. I mean, first of all, you're just going to be dealing with the surface of the case. It's not that many times you're going to be doing a background check on each lawyer that's actually prosecuting you. But because especially it's coming from the government. So, but the fact that his lawyers was able to figure that out through however their resources work, that shows that he got some cold lawyers that's at least bringing a question about, like, hey, this guy is trying to get me locked up for this case, and he technically isn't supposed to even be the prosecutor. Like, how is he legally going to prosecute me if he wasn't appointed by the government, the legal way? So that is reasonable doubt, not necessarily on the case, but the validity of even bringing a case to actual court. So it's almost like you can't prosecute me. It's illegal for you to prosecute me. How are you able to prosecute me if you're not a law-abiding lawyer that they appointed? So it's like me myself. I could just be like, hey, I'm gonna go up here and indict this person. I'm not a lawyer. I wasn't appointed, so I can't necessarily do that. Now this guy probably either obviously he white, so he know how to maneuver, and he believed that what he's saying is true. But Dirk lawyers is white, and they know how things work in lawyers and being appointed at the top level like that. So it's like we didn't see no Senate committee for him to be appointed at this point. So how the hell can he actually prosecute you? Now that don't mean that's gonna work, but that's definitely something that the judge is gonna have to look at. And in that interim of that judge looking at that and trying to see what's the parameters of what's going to happen, is this guy really the judge? Is this guy really supposed to be prosecuting? Dirk could go right there and say, I need a bond. I need a bond. I've been sitting here 16 months, 14 months, 11 months, 9 months. I need a bond. You can't just sit me up in here while y'all try to figure this out. Give me a bond. I'm jumping up out of here. That's going to be good for him because, you got to have them real lawyers for even them to be able to find this type of information out, for them to bring this to fruition for you. You have to really be a gang of dope lawyers for that. So shout out to his lawyers because maybe that's will be a work for him to at least get back free. Then you can fight the case from freedom. You know what I'm saying? So versus sitting in the jail cell every day eating that whack food, you can't leave a building. You stuck in here like. And the whole time life passing you by, all your money is being funneled because it has to pay bills. Like you got kids, you got the house, you got the cars. You trying to keep everything so that when you come home, it's still there. You're not trying to have none of that stuff left and gone. So it's like, you need to get back out here. Maybe concerts, music you want to drop, business ventures that you had lined up. All of that's on pause while you're sitting in a jail cell. And then only people getting paid at this point is the lawyers and your little mortgage or whatever bills you got going on. So it'll behoove him to find a way to get free so he don't have to be sitting up in a damn jail cell like, I just got to sit here, man. They don't even want to know when they're going to let me out. Nobody giving me no answers. I'm just sitting in here. But if you imagine that, you being prosecuted by a lawyer who's not even supposed to be a lawyer. That'll run you fucking crazy, especially if you're a big celebrity and all this big dramatic information on the news and everybody online talking about it. And then you find out that the guy who actually set the prosecution up towards you shouldn't even be practicing law at that level. He's supposed to be doing something else, or at least his job was over. So they got to put another person in there to prosecute you. But what if they don't care about that? What if that other guy who is the prosecutor don't care nothing about the case? He got other stuff on his agenda. So it's like, let me out this jail, man. So let me know what y'all think, man. Is Durk gonna get out? Should he be out because that guy is not the prosecutor, should not be the prosecutor? What you think about that, man? I'm gonna hit y'all up in another second or three with another show and another video. Hit me up. Like and subscribe too.